I don't remember whose idea it was to stay up all night. I know it wasn't framed as anything big, just a sleepover, middle school, someone's basement with the old couch that smelled like dust and orange soda. We were 12 or 13, that age where everything feels like a test, but no one tells you what you're being graded on. There were four of us. I'll call them by their first names because that's how I still think of them. No last names, just feels wrong. Evan's house. His parents went to bed early. His dad told us, keep it down after midnight, like midnight mattered. We nodded like we understood rules now. We didn't. We played video games for a while. Video games, then something with cards. Someone dared someone else to eat a spoonful of hot sauce. It was all loud and stupid. Normal. I remember thinking I wanted it to feel like this longer. Like maybe this is what getting older was supposed to be. Being allowed to stay awake. Being trusted not to wreck things. Around one, maybe two, we ran out of structured ideas. That's when Evan said we should do something scary. He didn't say what at first. He just smiled in the way that boys do when they think they're being subtle. We all leaned in. He said there was a place behind the school, not haunted. He actually said that out loud like he thought we'd think it. He just said it was a place that people don't go. Like a shortcut? Someone asked. I think it was Mark. Evan shrugged. Kind of. That should have been enough to stop it. But none of us wanted to be the one who asked to stay behind. That mattered more than safety at that age. Being included mattered more than being okay. We snuck out through the back door. I remember being surprised that it wasn't locked. That sticks with me now more than it should. Outside felt different at night. Not scary exactly, just flatter, like the world had less detail. Streetlights made everything yellow and wrong. We whispered, even though no one was around. The school was only a few blocks away. We'd all been there 1,000 times. Daylight, backpacks, teachers watching. At night, it looked like a closed mouth. Behind it was a stretch of trees and scrub that everyone pretended was woods. There was a gap in the fence. Evan showed us like it was a magic trick. He'd clearly done this before. That made me feel worse and better at the same time. We went in single file. I don't remember who went last. I might have. I keep thinking I was because that fits how it feels now. I remember it. The ground dipped down after a few yards. Not a big drop, just enough that you couldn't see the school anymore once you were in it. That's when Evan stopped. He told us to listen. At first, we didn't hear anything. Then I did. Breathing. Not loud. Close. Too close to be one of us. Someone laughed. I think it was nervous, but it came out wrong. Evan told him to shut up. He sounded annoyed, not scared, like this was part of the plan. I wanted to ask what it was. I didn't. A shape moved just ahead of us. Just a shift, like someone stepping back instead of forward. My brain tried to make it into a tree. That didn't work. Who's there? Mark said. His voice cracked. He tried to play it off after, but the crack stayed in the air. No one answered. We should have run then. I know that now. But something about being told to listen made us stay still, like we were waiting for permission. The breathing stopped. That's the part that doesn't sit right with me, the stopping. Evan took a step forward. He said something like, "See, it's nothing." But his voice had changed, quieter, like he was trying not to wake something up. The shape moved again, this time closer. I remember thinking it moved wrong. Not fast, just not the way people usually do when they want to be seen. Someone grabbed my arm hard. I don't know who. I didn't pull away. My body felt heavy, like it had already decided something without asking me. There was a sound then, not a growl, not a shout, just a wet exhale right near us, right at our height. Everything broke after that, not dramatically. We didn't scream all at once. It was messy. Someone bolted and tripped. Someone else ran the wrong direction. I remember falling and getting leaves in my mouth. I remember thinking stupidly that I was going to get grounded for this. I don't remember getting back to the fence. I remember the fence being on the wrong side when I finally saw it, like we'd looped around without meaning to. Evan was crying. That shocked me more than anything. He was the one who knew this place. He kept saying it wasn't supposed to do that, over and over, like repetition could make it untrue. Mark had blood on his knee, not a lot. He kept rubbing it like he could erase it. None of us asked how he got it. We ran all the way back to the house. The door was still unlocked. That also sticks with me, like it had been waiting, like the night had been waiting. Inside, everything was too bright. The basement light buzzed. Someone turned the TV on too loud, like noise could fill the space we'd brought back in with us. No one suggested sleep. At some point, Evan said we should agree on what happened. He said that word, agree, like this is a group project. He said we'd just say we got scared by an animal, a raccoon or something. He laughed when he said it, but it didn't land. We all nodded anyway. In the morning, Evan's mom asked why we were all so quiet. Mark limped a little, said he twisted his knee playing tag. She believed him. Adults usually do when you give them something simple. I didn't tell anyone. Not then, not later. I told myself it was because nothing actually happened. That's what coming of age stuff looks like, right? You get scared, you push it too far, you learn where the line is. But here's the part I don't know what to do with. Years later, I was walking past the school during the day. They'd fixed the fence, no gap, clean metal. I stood there longer than I needed to. The janitor asked if I needed help. I said no. Behind the school, the trees were thinner than I remembered. You could see straight through them. There was nowhere for anyone to stand that close without being obvious. I tried to place where we had been, the dip, the wrong side of the fence. I couldn't make any of it line up. I realized then that I don't remember the moment we were closest to whatever that was. There's a blank there. Not darkness, just nothing. Like my mind stepped aside and let something else handle it. We never talked about it again. Not even in jokes. Especially not in jokes. Sometimes I wonder if that was the night something started for us, or ended, or if that's just how memory works, retrofitting importance onto fear because it needs somewhere to sit. I still don't like being behind buildings at night. That's the only part that feels solid.